There was supposed to be an intro, but we just stared at each other for like a hot second and then started laughing. Hi! It's Time Lord Freya, or Fango de Maria if you're on Den of Angels.
It's Moony, which is kind of almost universal except for on Tumblr. I'm known as Something Odd or Diehard Double Dash Dreamer. It's stupid.
Just Diehard Dreamer.
Diehard Dreamer.
Double Dash. Who
Double
says that?
Dash.
Come on.
Double dip. Anyways,
like ice cream. Delicious. Anyway.
but like also Something Odd and Something Oddly Artsy. We are both the cumulative effort that is known as Magic City Moon.
And also, you know, Magic City Moon behind the scenes, which that's where this will be posted.
As you can see here, we're doing another kind of toy review. A more American Girl stuff. This is Molly's bed. This is Molly's second bed.
Molly's second bed before she was discontinued. I guess they treated it like it was like her last hurrah, and they changed her bed from that plastic one to this one here, and it's all wood construction.
Which I'll take apart and so you can see all the pieces in a bit. Just wanted to show you how it looks compared to an MSD minifee specifically, and a USD sized doll. Actually, she's a larger,
a bigger than a USD
because she's larger. Because she's 30. This is Mary. If you guys don't know, this is Mary. She's a Doll in Mind Marigold, which I believe are discontinued, and she's about 35 centimeters tall. This is Anushka, which is a minifee Chloe, which is like hot like bananas.
She's either hot like bananas or everybody's, oh God, Chloe's, I'm so tired of seeing them, they're so ugly.
Anyways, so she's a minifee on an active line body. So we don't have any of the newer minifee stuff, so don't expect anything of that for.
There is also
until summer,
an
maybe.
Easter egg in this little scene here. Mooney mentioned in one of the asks that I tend to do a lot of sewing, and I actually did something that I'd never done before, which was that I took clothing meant for one specific type of doll and altered it to fit a completely different doll. So if you look at Anushka's pajamas there, those are actually the pajamas for the brand new American Girl of the Year Grace. I bought her pajamas and cut them down to size to fit Anushka, and like I had to literally like take everything apart and put it all back together. So that'll probably be its own separate review. I'll probably just put up pictures rather than, you know, just do another video. But I'm stupid proud of that. You should have seen me, and Mooney can attest to this. I was pretty much dancing around like, oh my God, I finished it. That's the first time I've ever done that.
Yay. And then, yeah, no, I'm really proud of her because it's, you know, how trying to get projects done and then that feeling of relief when it's over.
Yeah.
It's really good.
That's pretty much what just happened. Just, oh God, it's over. I don't have to think about it anymore. There we go.
Let's see if I can kind of slowly pan, because this is a pretty decent sized bed for like MSD size, because these are meant for 18-inch dolls, and
they're meant for the American Girl.
Oh, they're meant for,
dolls,
as I said,
you know, they literally fit like, you know, their head is here and their feet are over there.
Yeah, like there, yeah.
So
you can kind of pan to see, like, oh look, it's the hamper, which does have some clothes in it because I was trying to be funny, and then we have from here to there, and look, that's William, my Biddy Bear.
Which they actually don't have the Biddy Bears anymore.
Yeah, Biddy Bears
really sad.
Biddy Bears. Yeah.
They relaunched the Biddy Baby line, and with that, they took away the bears, and they replaced it with this little plush wishing star thing, and they actually relaunched it again and got rid of the little plush wishing star. So those will probably be up on eBay.
Funny story, when I was little, I've always wanted, I never wanted a Biddy Baby. I only wanted it because of the bear. And I managed to get just the bear online not that long, like a couple of years ago, so I was very happy.
And considering that it's one of the original Biddy Bears, because the ones before they discontinued them The eyes were sewn, were embroidered on, and the bows were slightly weird. So this is actually one of the older bitty.
Yeah, let's grab him just so we can talk about him for a little bit before we go on to the bed, because we're still talking about American Girl stuff. So this is my bitty.
William.
He's William, because when I
his sword and shield.
Yes, because when I was little, I always wanted a bitty bear, like I said, and I actually, I'm basing a character off the design slightly, because he's got the upturned nose and the smiling face, even though bitty bear is supposed to be a girl, but it's okay. Bears are gender neutral. You can make them however you want. And anyway, so he is pleasant company. If I can find the tag. Come on. Son of a butt. Come on.
There we go. You can kind of see it. It's upside down, but you get the idea.
There it is. It says pleasant. Lens flare.
Oh, his butt's too close for it to.
Bear butt.
But you get the idea on the tag. It would be pleasant company, which basically this is a bear from before Mattel took over the company, which was usually about 1990. It was about 1998 when Mattel acquired the company.
His head moves, so he can turn. It's kind of limited, but it's a bear. It's
meant for very small children to mangle.
So he can move his arms up and down. I think he can move all the way around, which except this one can move all the way around. This one's kind of limited because he's old. He can sit like this. I believe his legs can also move back this way, and he's very soft. His face is fortunately very cute, because sometimes if you were very unlucky, you've got kind of a burp face, but he's adorable, and he's one of my favorite pieces of my American Girl stuff, next to Kirsten's kittens, which I'll show in another video. And also his nose, if you cannot see, is embroidered, but his eyes are buttoned.
They're like beads.
No, they're buttoned.
They're buttoned?
Yeah, no, I say buttoned, but it's more like...
It's more like it's a bead.
It's inset, because how you make eyes. Actually, his eyes are eyes.
They're straight out eyes?
They're straight out eyes.
I never even got to see that.
And his bow's really nice. And aside from that, he's in really great condition. So I was really fortunate that I got him. And the person that was selling it to me didn't even know what he was. So let's put William in the basket.
Hang out there for a little bit.
Okay, so as you can see, I was talking about in that other video. And let's slide this thing over here. We're using, the Under the Weather set, some plushies, and let me move Mary out of the way. What's happening?
Why?
And so as you can see, nicely compared to Anushka, this bed looks really well for Minnie Fee. I will probably grab Toad in a little bit so that you can see him next to one of the larger MSD compared to this bed. And then I'll also grab Vinny so that you can see an SD compared to this bed.
It's very much, the old man who lived in a shoe kind of thing.
It looks like...
It looks kind of silly. It looks like he's trying to sleep on children's bed and children's furniture.
But just so you guys can see. So let me grab Toad and Vinny, and you guys can see how this goes.
And then there was a Toad.
So here's Toad. He's he introduced
Todd.
I know. Todd. I call him Toad because it's easier, and because he's got webbed fingers. And fins. Potato. So here he is. He's one of the bigger MSDs. He takes slightly more space up on the bed because he's bigger. Okay, come here.
He just gave up. Just no.
He's
this girly bed, no.
He's got kind of floopy string. So here,
he's snuggly is what he is.
So here you go. So he takes up considerable more space than Anushka does because he is a thicker MSD. While you have minifees are considered
Slim
Slim,
MSDs.
slim MSDs, and they're
He would be considered on the
standard.
No, the I wouldn't say standard. I would say more he's on the larger end of I want to say standard MSD.
Because he's Volks.
Because he's Volks. Volks is the standard. Well, not to sound elitist or anything like that. It's the company that started all this nonsense was Volks. So the terms that we use for these dolls tend to come from Volks, which is MSD, SD, YoSD. All of that is actually Volks terminology.
Because you have MSD is mini super dolphy. You have SD, which is just super dolphy. And then you have YoSD, which is
I don't remember.
I don't remember what the yo means, but I know SD is super dolphy. I think it's been kind of warped that S is like standard doll.
I think I heard somebody mention that. And when I did correct them, they basically called me an idiot and told me that I didn't know what I was talking about. Never mind, I've been in this hobby since I think it was 2005.
Yeah.
And this person had just started, and I gave up because if you're not going to listen to somebody who has more experience than you, there's no point in arguing. So let them be.
Yeah. Potato. So here we go. Let's see how many dolls we can fit on this bed, because before I put Vinny on it, who's gonna take up all the bed?
Who's gonna take up all the bed and glare down the camera like, why?
This is tiny. It's like
Why
sitting
you
on
do
a baby
this?
bed.
Why you do this to me?
Okay. There we go. Though honestly, we'll just actually sit them down so you can see how well they'll be for like storage. In a sense of like housing dolls for sitting down on the side. Or do you not?
I don't think we really need to do that.
Okay, sure.
Let's be honest here. If we can cram this many dolls in poses, you can imagine how many you can put down normally. Like, people can sit on other people's laps. It's not a thing. And it's solid. It's pretty solid wood construction. So.
Anyway. Let's clear up the bed so we can get Vinny on it.
Oh boy.